Hey everyone, if you're on the lookout for a high-end 120mm fan for your CPU air cooler or AIO radiator, this new fan by Cooler Master is not to be missed, the Mobius 120 OC. Let's see how good this fan is. Now the Mobius 120 OC is Cooler Master's flagship offering in its high-end Mobius lineup of case fans and was just launched for sale to the public recently in March of 2023. First things first, its packaging. The Mobius 120 OC comes in a box sporting Cooler Master's trademark color palette. We're talking a predominantly purple box with small touches of cyan and pink for added visual appeal. Now the box feels pretty premium, where opening up the front lid that is held in place by a velcro sticker, we get a peek at the Mobius 120 OC within the packaging through a clear plastic window, as well as some information on the fan's key specifications. On a side note, if you're new to the AOK Tech channel, do consider subscribing so as to keep up to date with the latest developments in the PC hardware world. Opening up the box. We get the Mobius 120 OC fan right here. And it's accompanied by a pack of 4 metal screws, as well as 4 anti-vibration mounts that can be used in place of the 4 metal screws to secure the fan to your PC case. With that, let's take a closer look at the Mobius 120 OC. It's interesting to note that Cooler Master's gone for a navy blue and black colorway for the fan, where the fan assembly and corner mounts are of a navy blue color, while the frame is finished in black. We've got a ring blade design with 9 interconnected fan blades that help with eliminating unwanted vibrations, as well as a metal motor hub with double ball bearings for better fan performance and quieter operation to boot. While on the topic of fan performance, Cooler Masters included an on-cable fan speed toggle switch that allows end users to toggle between 3 preset fan speeds to suit one's usage scenarios. And as can be seen, the Mobius 120 OC utilizes the standard 4-pin PWM fan connector with a braided cable design. To top things off, over on the corners of the fan frame, we get premium anti-vibration dampeners that help reduce fan noise as much as possible. With that, here's a quick summary of some of the key specs of the Mobius 120 OC. As mentioned earlier, the fan sports 3 speed settings that can be selected from, where the low setting gets you a fan speed of 1500 RPM, the medium setting gets you 2400 RPM, and the high setting gets you a whopping 3200 RPM. It's worth noting too that the Mobius 120 OC doesn't come with built-in RGB LEDs of any sort. In addition, one feature worth highlighting is the fact that the Mobius 120 OC comes backed with a lifetime warranty. Now to do a quick test of the cooling prowess of the Mobius 120 OC, I'll be using it to replace the stock Cooler Master MF120 Halo 2 fan that comes as standard with the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Halo Black, a mid-range CPU air cooler that is currently installed on my AMD AM4 test bench with a Ryzen 5 5600 processor. If you're interested to learn more about this CPU air cooler, check out the video link in the top right hand corner of the screen. I'll then run some tests to see how the Mobius 120 OC will perform with the Hyper 212 Halo Black's cooling tower. And here we have it, the Mobius 120 OC all set up on the test bench. With that, here's a summary on the specs of the test bench that I'll be using to test the Mobius 120 OC with. We've got AMD's Ryzen 5 5600 processor on a Gigabyte X570 Gaming X motherboard, 16 GBs of Kingston DDR4 3200 RAMs, an Asus RX 580 4GB graphics card, as well as a 512GB Gigabyte NVMe SSD. Powering all this hardware is Cooler Master's V1000 Gold PSU, and I have all this kit mounted on an OEM open-air test bench. To put the Mobius 120 OC through its paces, I'll be running Cinebench R23's multi-core test so as to see how the Hyper 212 Halo Black's thermal performance is going to be like, with the Mobius 120 OC fan operating at each of its 3 fan speed settings. The default fan curve was used for the entirety of the test, and to monitor the CPU's temperature, I'll be using Hardware Info 64's temperature readouts. Finally, the ambient temperature of my surroundings was measured to be approximately 29 degrees Celsius. With that, let's get started. After checking Hardware Info 64's logs over the entirety of the Cinebench R23 multi-core test, the Ryzen 5 5600 achieved the CPU CCD1 temperature readouts as indicated on the screen at each of the 3 fan speed settings that the Mobius 120 OC comes with. Moving on, here's a summary of the thermal performance of the Hyper 212 Halo Black with its stock MF120 Halo 2 fan, where I did the same Cinebench R23 multi-core run before swapping out the stock fan for the Mobius 120 OC. Unsurprisingly, at the medium and high speed settings, the Mobius 120 OC outdoes the stock MF120 Halo 2 fan, where we get improvements in CPU CCD1 temperature readings while running the Cinebench R23 test. A short mention about acoustics and fan noise. I didn't have a proper decibel meter with me to measure the noise from the fans, where I settled instead for a noise meter app on my smartphone, positioning the phone 30 cm away from the Mobius 120 OC fan while it was mounted on the Hyper 212 Halo Black. I got the following noise readings on the 3 fan speed settings using the default fan curve, while the CPU was under heavy load running Cinebench R23's multi-core test. I also got the following readings when the PC was idle. For context, the baseline ambient noise of my surroundings was measured to be around 37 decibels as of the time of testing. All in all, the Cooler Master Mobius 120 OC is indeed a flagship high-performance case fan that looks the part and performs pretty well. This fan would definitely be at home on the radiators of high-end AIO liquid CPU coolers and high-end CPU air coolers so as to maximize its potential. As of early April 2023, the Mobius 120 OC is available to purchase for a price of around $35 from e-commerce sites such as Amazon, which converts to roughly 47 Singapore dollars. With that, thank you so much for watching, hit the like button and get subscribed if you've enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys around the next time.